What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. You probably watching this whilst I'm in Germany at Gamescom. I'm pre-recording this a fair bit in advance. I don't know if the last episode hit 5,000 likes, but if we could hit 5k on this one, that would be awesome. I've got a pretty epic draft theme for you guys. I asked on Twitter some things that you guys would like to see, and although nobody recommended this directly, there was something that was recommended that kind of sparked this interest for me, and that is the 11 Nation Draft Challenge. So the idea is, again, forget chemistry, the idea is that we have to have 11 different nations in the starting 11. I can pick more than one nation, like if I pick a Spanish striker then a Spanish centre-back, because then I could just choose which one I want to use. But we're going to go for the 11 different nations. So obscure nations would be good. We've got 5 major nations here. And this is interesting because Laurent Blanc would be a good player to pick because of how good he is. But France is such a huge nation. But he's a legend and gets links to everyone. So he's in the team. Laurent Blanc is in the team. So Laurent Blanc will not be not in the team. So from now on, I won't be picking any French players just because it won't make any sense. Ooh, Gabriel. Oh, Aubameyang's got to be the dude, right? I mean, obviously from Gabon, like it's an incredible card, and we're able to link him with Marco Reus should we get him, or just play him off chemistry, and that's going to be nation number 2. Nationality number 3. There it is. Yep, I'm turning down 98 Neymar, because that chemistry on Aubameyang and Reus is going to be instrumental towards helping us win this draft. So we are 3 nations deep. Let's get an Argentinian Lionel Messi. Ooh. Tell you what, might go for Gareth Bale as well, just because he's Welsh. And you're not going to have any problems there. Although, we're not going to have many problems with Argentina either, because it's unlikely we're going to pick an Argentinian to fit the bill. Like I said, we can pick duplicates to... Look at that Hamsik card. I have to take that. I have to take that. This card is so good, and he will get a link with Laurent Blanc. I will fit him in. Oh man, that is brilliant. Luka Modric. Look at this team. Now I wish I did take Gareth Bale, because then Gareth Bale and Luka Modric would have both been on 7 chemistry. But our 11 nation challenge so far, the team is actually ridiculous. Bellerin as a Spanish player might be a mistake. Valencia, however, from Ecuador, might not be a mistake. Although Lichtsteiner gives... Yeah, we're going to take Lichtsteiner. I don't necessarily think this is the best player, but he gives Hamsik 7 chemistry, which I'm all about that life. This team is already turning out to be amazing in the... Could go Rambo. Can't go Kante. Ramsey doesn't really work. Bonaventura does. Bonaventura works, but doesn't work because we're not going to use him. Let's take Kante for the rating. I'm not going to use Kante, obviously, because we've got Laurent Blanc. But we'll take Kante for the rating. We don't have an Italian, but if I'm going to have an Italian, I want it to be someone better. We don't have a Spaniard, and we do have La Liga. So I will take Martinez for that left centre-back spot. And then at left-back, Marcelo would be perfect. We didn't get Marcelo. I'm not going to use Luke Shaw no matter what. Massina doesn't really fit the bill. Jefferson doesn't really fit the bill either. We're gonna take Luke Shaw. We'll take Luke Shaw. As I say, Kante's not going to be in there anyway. That's another nation done. I can't use hits because I'm using Lichtsteiner. Can't use Spanish. Gonna have to use Dutch. We're gonna put Vermeer in goal for now. So I need to change Kante, the goalkeeper, and probably the left back. But I tell you something, dudes, that team is pretty sick. I know the chemistry is not perfect. We can definitely take Cristiano Ronaldo as a sub. We can also take Dembele and put him in there and link him with Luke Shaw, and they'll both get... Oh no, Dembele would need an extra link. I think I'm going to take Ronaldo as a sub. The Portuguese, it doesn't matter. Well, for subs, I suppose, yeah. No, it's called the 11 Nation Challenge. It's about the start, not about anything else. Now, Neymar, Brazilian. We don't have a Brazilian, but I would prefer to use Marcelo or Felipe Luis. One of them is undoubtedly going to pop. We don't need Carvajal. Our right-hand side is fine. The only thing that would change that is if we got a good centre mid from La Liga. I think we'll take Neymar as a sub as well. So 2 incredible substitutes by way of Ronaldo and Neymar. Can't fault that at all. What have we got going on here? Nothing that's interesting to me here. We'll take Icardi for the rating. We've already got the Argentinian anyway, so we can't play Icardi up front. That's no bother at all. I didn't take a Belgian. I'm going to take Hazard as a sub as well. We now have 3 insane substitutes. Neymar, Ronaldo and Hazard. And our team is pretty good too. I need kind of like midfielders, really. What have we got here that we don't have? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll take for rating here. We'll take Berardi as a sub. That's another winger. Right, so we still need a better goalkeeper. I'm hoping for a legend goalkeeper would be legit, right? That would be ideal. Buffon would be perfect. We don't have an Italian. I'm very, very happy to use Buffon as our goalkeeper. He still gets the same chemistry as Verma. We still have 2 Frenchmen, so I'm going to have to take out Kante at one stage or another. A Calcio A player here wouldn't be too bad. We'll take Darmian for the rating again. We're not going to be able to use him. A Calcio A centre-back would literally be perfect, because then we could put Blanc the other side. Obviously for rating it has to be there. See, we can't use Florenzi because we've got Italian. Navarro makes no difference. We'll take Florenzi again for a sub. That's going to be our defence, unfortunately. We can't use Darmian or Florenzi, otherwise I'd have to take Buffon out. There's no more defenders to come, so I need a Premier League centre mid, or I'm going to have to play Luke Shaw off chemistry, on literally no chem. Can't use Bernardeschi, can't use Castillejo. We'll take Bernardeschi for rating again, just because we can't really do anything else. I need something here, EA. I need something. Tiote, Forsberg. Can't even use Danny Drinkwater because I've already got an Englishman in the team. Could use Sandro, but he's Championship. Let's take Forsberg. We're going to put Forsberg in centre midfield. I know we dropped 2 chemistry, but it's for the greater good. I would love to get a link to Modric, man. I would love, like, just an Iniesta or something. I don't know. Doesn't really matter what we take here. Let's take Zardes. Remember Team of the Season Zardes from, was it last year or maybe the year before? He was so sick. Alright, so we can't take Perisic because we've got Modric. Or we can't use him in a team anyway. Perez we could use. And put him at fullback. If we put Perez at left back. No, that wouldn't even work. Sanchez would be irrelevant as well. I've already got like 3 incredible subs. We're going to take Perez for now. I don't think playing Perez here is going to boost chemistry at all. That interestingly boosts chemistry. That boosts chemistry massively. That does not. That might be where we're at. And I tell you why we'll go there is because it gets Forsberg up to 4 chemistry instead of 2 chemistry. And if we had... Oh, Luke Shaw actually. Oh, Luke Shaw boosts chemistry. Because he gets the link to Blanc. That's pretty legit. And then if we swap these 2 around, we get even more chemistry. And it's only Modric and Forsberg that are any problems. That's alright. Modric on 4 chem as a Team of the Year player as well is sick. And Forsberg... we can't really help Forsberg out. Forsberg's just going to have to suffer. But I tell you what, dudes, that is a very, very nice team. It's going to be probably 90 rated by the time I put the 2 big boys on. We're up to an 89 rated. We're not going to get 100 chemistry, but in the last draft, I won the draft with 64 chemistry. So that's not really too much of an issue. We've got Hazard, Neymar and Ronaldo as attacking subs. We've got Kante and Florenzi as midfield subs or defensive subs. And then we've again got Martinez as a defensive sub. But this defence is good. I think, isn't Lichtsteiner quite tall? 6 foot high. On 6 chem with 81 pace and an anchor chem style, that's actually incredible. This defence is very good. This midfield is very good. And this attack is very good. I would be very upset if we didn't at least make the semi-finals with this team. Let's see what we can get for a manager. That's 83 chemistry. That's only one. That's also 83. Calcio manager takes up to 85. Alright, the Calcio manager it is. So 85 chemistry on this team, dudes. I think Lichtsteiner might get 7 chemistry now as well, which is relatively decent. Let's take a look at the overall chems. Forsberg, I think, and Modric are the only dudes that are going to cause any issues, right? Yeah, 7 chem all round. Messi on 6 is fine. Modric on 4 is fine. Forsberg on 4 may well be the only player that has some issues. But a 4-star with those stats, not too bad at all. We've got great players to sub him on for. Our attack, I feel like, is incredible. I'm probably going to lose in the first round because I think this is an awesome team. But guys, that is the end of the draft. Let's get into the action. Okay guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we'll come up against has got an 89 chemistry, 87 rated team, some very good players in there. Record breaker Ronaldo, inform James Rodriguez, team of the year, Sergio Ramos, and team of the season, Gerard Piqué. He has got Neymar in there as well, and then some very generic golds that shouldn't really cause too much of a problem, and in fact, they didn't cause too much of a problem. It was a prolonged period of attacking from me, starting off with a corner in the 5th minute, a missed a header at the near post, but the goalkeeper Rulli there punches the ball away. The ball gets kept alive initially by Forsberg, and then secondly by Marco Reus. The ball comes back out to Forsberg here. We've got some options on there. Probably passing that through to Aubameyang would have been the smart choice, but we lose possession, but we gain it back again. My opponent was just playing very weak football, unable to clear his lines, just was quite easy to read and couldn't really get out. And eventually the ball comes into Modric in the box there. He finds the shot in the box, but it doesn't actually go in. Falls to Aubameyang again, and as I say, this was a prolonged period of attack. And eventually, Marco Reus gets a clean shot away after 5 minutes in my opponent's box. We eventually put the ball in the back of the net and make it 1-0. And that was all she wrote. My opponent decided at that point that he didn't want to play it anymore. He tackled me there on the edge of the box after 13 minutes and just said no more thank you. So a very nice, very early rage quit. Gotta love those, moving swiftly on into the second round with this 11 nation challenge draft. You can see there 71% possession after the 13 minutes. That game was only really going to ever end in one result anyway. So into the second game we go, and we come up against a super team. Team of the season, Suarez, Herrera, Chiellini and Buffon. Team of the year, Iniesta and Toni Kroos. The man of the match, Juan Mata, and informed Diego Costa. But once again, a lack of defending abilities. I think it's Elizondo is at the right centre-back. He's not so bad, but the fullbacks are horrific. The midfield has a little bit of a lack of pace. And I was again able to really capitalise on that. It was really easy to play with this team as well. That every player to a man was just brilliant on the ball. We score a great goal there of Lionel Messi. A beautiful ball roll from Modric to open up the space. Sends it into Lionel Messi. Scoop turns past, shoots and scores. And it wasn't too long before we got a second goal again. Marco Reus into Aubameyang. Aubameyang waits for the run. Plays it back to Marco Reus. He steps inside. He allows the defender to take the run, or Messi to take the run of the defender away. Tries a shot. It gets blocked, but it falls back to Lionel Messi. He pops that one in the back of the net. And we go 2-0 up. And at this point, my opponent said, no more, no thank you. So 2 very early rage quits in the first 2 rounds. I love it when that happens. It feels like you haven't even played a game and you're already into the semi-final. You know, you've already got a chance of winning a pretty decent prize, which everybody likes all the time. So a 1-0 win and a 2-0 win. Not as many goals as previously, but in the semi-final we come up against another good attack. Inform Neymar, striker Ronaldo and Gareth Bale. Team of the year Luka Modric, and team of the knockout stage Godin. But once again, just a real massive pool of horrific players. Specifically Boateng and Halilovic in the midfield there. I actually expected him to sub out Boateng and Halilovic because neither of them are too good. And also, neither of them have good stamina at all. So I was expecting either a very early sub for some big players, or at least like a half-time or 60th minute sub to kind of replace that poor stamina. But after going 1-0 down, it was all me after that. Aubameyang goes through here, he brings his keeper out, but the great finesse shot from Aubameyang pops that into the top bins, and we pull it back to 1-1. And it wasn't too long before I made it 2-1 either here. The corner comes in from my opponent, the header goes in, but Buffon saves. Good throw out from Buffon, and Messi wins the header. Plays a beautiful little 1-2 with Aubameyang. Eventually it goes through to Marco Reus, and Marco Reus, look, you could already see Boateng after 30 minutes. His stamina was so bad after just 30 minutes. We eventually get through the defence, cut that across into Lionel Messi, who taps that one home to make it 2-1. And it wasn't too long before it became 3-1. Aubameyang down the left-hand side again, much like Marco Reus just did. He passes it inside to Modric. Modric into Forsberg. Forsberg cuts inside and finds Marco Reus. A great scoop turn. He tries a shot, but unfortunately it is blocked. But we get the rebound there from Hamšík, not once, but twice. It goes into Reus, and another deflection. This time goes into the back of the net. So 3-1 up was the score, and I was feeling good, but my opponent did get himself back into the game. Modric here with a bit too much time on the ball, finds his way to Halilovic. Halilovic plays it into Cristiano Ronaldo, who shoots and scores and makes it 3-2, and did give me a little bit of concern there, because although I'd been controlling the game, I thought, okay, I've thrown away leads like this before, but not on this occasion. 3-2 quickly became 4-2. Eden Hazard on as a sub, shoots and scores, and that kind of just confirmed that I was going to win this game. My opponent again started getting a bit ratty, and then we scored the goal of the tournament here. Lionel Messi free kick, steps up there. He moved his wall, so he moved the keeper out a little bit of the wrong way, and a beautiful finesse shot from the free kick sends that one into the back of the net. The keeper had no chance. And I think that was probably my favourite goal that I've scored in this tournament. There was time for one more goal, not for me, unfortunately. My opponent here with Tremoulinet plays it down the left-hand side to Neymar. Neymar gets the ball inside, beats my defenders far, far too easy. Into Luka Modric. Modric finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale finds the back of the net to make it 5-3. So an 8-goal thriller in the semi-final ends in my favour at 5-3, and we find ourselves in yet another final. I can't tell you how many finals we've been going up to recently. It feels like other than one or two drafts here or there, every single draft has at least gone to the final. If not, we've won it. So can we win back-to-back drafts on Draft of Glory? Well, the team we come up against is again quite interesting. Team of the season, Messi, Alan Shearer, Cristiano Ronaldo. Team of the year, Marcelo and Dani Alves. In-form, Bonucci and Nainggolan. Team of the season, Neuer. But then those two centre midfielders, I'm just kind of like, what? Really? Those? And it's again a situation where I was like, this guy's surely going to sub these guys out. But he didn't. Not immediately anyway. And that worked in my favour. Our first opportunity comes from Lionel Messi down the right-hand side. He cuts inside. The defender doesn't get there in time. A good shot, a good goal. And Neuer cannot get on the end of that one. Thankfully for me. It wasn't until the second half before we got a second goal. Beautiful little bit of play through Neymar and Messi there. Comes to Messi again. His second shot on his right foot. His second goal on his right foot pops us 2-0 to the good, and just really kind of put me in a very concrete position to be able to get a win here. We eventually got a third goal as well. Neymar into Aubameyang. Aubameyang back to Neymar. Back into Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Neuer comes off his line. Aubameyang's got nothing but time, nothing but space, and nothing but pace. And it becomes 3-0. And at this stage, I knew this was going to be GG's. My opponent tried to make a comeback, a little fire back there straight from kickoff. Eden Hazard gets through, shoots and scores to make it 3-1, but it was too little, too late, and with 10 minutes on the clock, I managed to get myself a fourth goal down the right-hand side here with Neymar. He gets in behind Marcelo, trying to track him, keeps the ball in play stupidly there, falls back to to Neymar, and Messi hits the ball off the goalkeeper, and then, or maybe off the defender, and then off the post or off the crossbar and into the back of the net. So we get ourselves back-to-back draft wins on this occasion with the 11 Nation Challenge, guys. So the 11 Nation Challenge there comes up trumps, and we end up winning the draft. So that, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so we end up winning the draft today, and it was easy. This team was remarkable, absolutely remarkable. I had a lot of fun playing this draft. It's FIFA, it's August, and I'm still having fun. How about that? We got an easy 1-0 rage quit and an easy 2-0 rage quit in the first two games. Had a little bit more difficulty in the semi-final and the final, but I dominated both games. And I wasn't surprised because the team is good. But that's back-to-back draft wins. We've now won 55 drafts on this account. And we've got probably, I'd say, at least 20 drafts that we've lost in the final. Maybe more, maybe as many as 30. Interestingly, we've only ever got the coin reward one time. So let's see if we can get it this time. No, we get the 2 rare gold packs and the premium gold pack. We might still make some profit. Probably still will, just because of the sheer volume of players and cards that will be in these packs. But generally speaking, I'm just very happy with the performance right now. I'm playing some good FIFA. I obviously like playing good FIFA. I like it when I win. I like winning with these themed drafts as well, because it's just, there's less pressure to play on them, but it just gives you, just lets you know that you don't have to draft the perfect draft to be able to win games. So I'm very happy that we're going to get ourselves Motta, at 82 rated. Doesn't really have that much value, I don't believe. Areola there, 2 PSG players. How about that? If I could get a third PSG player in the next pack and it'd be Neymar, that would be so sick. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to make huge profits unless we get something crazy out of this pack, which isn't going to happen. Not even an 84 rated player. But hey, I'll take a win. I'll take an easy draft. Very nice indeed. Can't complain about that. And more importantly, just happy that you guys are still enjoying draft this late on in FIFA. This, guys, is going to be the end of the video today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.